Good morning, everybody. This is another beautiful day in South California. I'm going to talk about my collection of Porocarias Afro-Africanas. 2 months ago, I didn't know that you can make bonsais out of this beautiful plant. And now I'm crazy about this easy to grow bush. You know, this is a very easy to grow. You can make a cutting. You can make your bonsai like in no time. This is a cutting from 2 months ago. It's already had root. This pot is like a little salsa dish, you know, something that you buy at the supermarket. I bought a few, you know, they're plastic. You can drill a hole, a couple holes, and then you can put your little cutting. And they root really easy. This is other cutting, and this is other cutting. You know, you can make 100 cuttings out of these bushy plants. If you look at this, you know, this pot, the roots they're already coming out of the pot, and it's only 2 months ago. But this is a heavy cutting. You know, you have to find a nice looking cutting. So they're very easy to make your own bonsais. Now, this is not the real bonsai. This is just a pretty bush that you can make it look like a pretty tree. I know there are some bonsai people that won't approve this kind of plant for bonsai. And what I want to mention is, this is another big cutting. This one has been in the pot for 2 months. What I like about this bush, when you do your cutting, you never lose the leaves. You know, the leaves, they always stay in the bush to the roots, and then when it start rooting, and then is when you get the new growth. But you never lose the green of the bush. And this is, to me, this is going to be a real nice, you know, nice tree. It's a good size. I don't have to do too much. I just have to keep it trim and keep it clean, and I love it. You know, this is going to be one of my future pretty little trees. And I want to show you about this other cutting, right? About this other plant. This I dig out of the ground, and I cut the top off because it was like 5 feet high. But what I find out that it's been 2 months in the pot, and it's growing very slow. But I had the beautiful, you know, beautiful structure. I had the beautiful root, and I think it's gonna be wonderful. But it's gonna take how long? Maybe a year, maybe 2 years to get I want it to grow like they call it mushroom. You know, you get the top head, and the trunk is strong, so it will hold a lot of weight. So this is my other little forest. You know, this is 2 months old. You know, the roots, they're already growing, so they're just cuttings. It's gonna be like a little forest. And this is my other big piece. This one I dig it out of the ground. It's, you know, right now it's ugly. It doesn't have much to show. You know, I might cut this branch off over here. I don't think it's gonna do any good. I don't like it. It's kind of off. You know, it's out of place. So, you know, that one, maybe next time I make a video, I will bring my saw and cut that off. And I want to show you my little tree. This is my the variegated one. You can buy this in any store, Home Depot. You know, they have them in 4-inch, and then you can leave them and you put them in the ground, put them in a bigger pot, and they will grow. And then when they grow, they get to be a bushy plant. And then when, you know, they're big, and then you just cut it back and look for the trunk, and, you know, make it look like a little tree. This is my other little forest, you know. I put a lot of rocks over here. It just, there's a little weed growing. You see the little weed over there, it's a little vine. I'm just gonna leave it for now, you know, it doesn't bother me yet. Eventually I'm probably gonna cut it off. So, and then this is my variegated jade plant. You know, I have a few around. This is a cutting that I put over here in this pot, you know. It looks good, you know, it keeps me happy. And this is my other one, you know, jade plant. This one is with the red tip. I have my mother plant sitting over there on the side. That's my mother plant. You know, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you something that maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna do it. You know, what you do, you just cut a piece like this, and then you put it in the pot, and then you have a nice looking little tree. You know, so I can do a lot of trees out of this big bush, and I have other ones around. So what you do, you know, you put it in one of these little pots, and then you can see it's a little tree. It's a little bonsai, whatever you can call, little tree, bonsai, little bush. So this is something that I'm gonna transplant later on today. Or you can let it dry for a few days. You know, just set it around, you know, where it's not gonna get too wet, and then let this heal, so it will grow. And what I want to show you is my little bonsai right here. This is a cactus. You know, there's a couple different cactus. You probably see them around growing wild in the flower beds. You know, so I just make it this nice little pot, you know, with the little trees, like a little bonsai type. And then what I want to show you too is I'm gonna repot my crassula, my cactus plant, my succulent. I make this pot out of cement. You know, this is, you know, I never make them before, so it's kind of messy. I was in a hurry, but it's okay. You know, it's a little shallow. You know, it has a drain hole, so I'm gonna use it to plant this little crassula. This one, you know, I think, well, I don't know what's all this, you know, it's plastic, so I gotta clean it and put this on the side. So I'm gonna put it right here in my little pot. So, you know, I had to cut the bottom one. I didn't bring my tools, so I'm gonna use my hands, and I'm just gonna set it like this. And you know, I'm gonna put some soil that I just collect, and you know, so it's pretty easy. You know, this is pretty simple. You know, anybody can do it. So, you know, I had, you know, this is what I need to do. I need to press the soil. You know, I'm supposed to have like a stick to press it down, you know, so it will be packed. But I think this should be good. And then what I would do, you know, I will put a few rocks around. You know, I got a few rocks over here, like just a trickle of gravel. So, you know, you don't have to do this. You can put moss, but because these cactus, they like to stay dry, you know, you don't want to put moss, because and then they probably get too wet in the winter and they all rot, you know, they'll die. So I got some other rocks over here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use them. So, you know, it's just you know, something to make it look like, you know, well, I'll probably gonna have to, you know, do it, take a little more time. So you know, so you got my bonsai, you know, ready. So, you know, this little bush is gonna be my new bonsai. It's, you know, it's eventually, you know, as I get older, you know, I can do a little more trimming, and I can do a little more, you know, design. So it's just a simple little cactus, little succulent, you know, little tree. So, you know, I'm gonna show you more videos about Portorocaria africana. They have a different name, J-plant, Portorocaria africana, elephant bush. So I'm gonna make some other videos in the future just to show you the improve of these trees, especially this one and this one right here. I'm looking forward to have a nice looking tree.